Ew, ew. So this is a little bit of an impulse buy, but I'm out at JDM West Coast, and this is like heaven. They have a 13B RE in store, and I used to have, a lot of you guys don't know this, I used to have a 13B RE Cosmo upper and lower intake manifold, and I was going to put it on my engine and never did. Why not have the whole engine to port match and do it bone stock again? But some of you may know that the 13B RE have larger ports, bone stock. It does have the air conditioning compressor, obviously the throttle body, upper and lower intake manifold, the adorable stock twins, and of course the automatic transmission. We're gonna go ahead and compression test it for me, just to make sure it's all good. But, there's the air conditioning compressor, the power steering. That'd be perfect for what I'm trying to do. This has the Cosmo engine mounts, which of course the Cosmo is the car, and you could choose either this engine, the 13B, or the 20B. They have the engine mounts that would work off of my 20B, meant to be in my 3-rotor. There's the starter in a forward mounted position instead of traditionally here back. Nice little bonus.
Well, these are supposed to remove the valve, right?
Just rated valve, yeah. Maybe someday I'll tackle you, but not today. For those of you that aren't familiar, that's a Renesis from an RX-8. It's the side port exhaust that kills it.
Try taking off the belts.
And these guys are amazing. The engine does have slightly lower compression in the rear, not what you're seeing on camera. It's just been sitting for a while, and I am willing to take on the risk myself, but they discounted the engine appropriately to where even if the engine was trash, I still can use all the other parts. So really good business here. I would definitely recommend it. No sponsorship, none of that sort of stuff, just good people and tons of engines. So this is like that place that you see in everybody else's YouTube videos and you're like, I want to go there. I finally went here as an impulse and found a perfect buy. So now we're going to go take it back to the shop, tear it down, strip it down. I've got the engine mounts for my 20B, so I don't have to make them. Isaiah's going to give me shit for that. I've got the intake manifold for a 13B RE, which I've wanted for the longest time.
So you sure you don't want us to wash it? You good?
Yeah, I'm good. So this is the problem with buying a truck, is you are very much encouraged by yourself to make more impulse purchases.
Look what Rob got me.
Merry birthday.
Thank you, buddy.
This is the dumbest thing I ever cheaped out on. Is there's the longer version of this, and I bought the short one, and I've regretted it ever since. So we've got it off. That's a lot of engine.
Oh yeah.
But oh, look at that iconic intake manifold. Oh, we just spent the last half hour teasing Chris with the pieces that nobody would know what they are. The air pump, or hell, even the mechanical fan. No, but just like the cruise control. There's weird things that you don't see on the race versions of these engines. But we took out the trailing spark plugs again now that we're here, and there's just tons of crud inside of there. Not metallic, not magnetic. Probably shoot some PB blaster or something into the combustion chamber to really make our lives a little bit easier when we go to tear it down. Jason had a really good idea. We're gonna go ahead and take off the oil filter, cut it open, and see if there's any sort of surprises waiting for us inside of the motor. You almost got it. I'm letting the guys that have not lived a massively single life go first. My arm strength is at max, so... Oh, did you really? You broke it loose? Oh!
Come on, man.
Wow. Please be crystal clear, clean oil. Strange. It's super dark. That's odd.
Nothing. What's in there?
Let's see.
Hopefully we don't find that.
You know, if I have had experience with this, I would have better advice for you. If I was gonna guess, I would turn it up, reverse that.
We could probably watch a YouTube video.
Yeah, and bring it up higher. Yeah, put it like there. Take a little off the top.
Special cutters to cut these things. I've seen people use grinding wheels. But if you're down and around at an angle.
Well, we were on the right track. That's a pretty beefy part of the damn thing.
Seems like that loop's coming off a little easier
It's
now.
like a
huh?
can opener.
Oh.
There we go.
There you go.
Ooh, I smell tons of fuel.
That's what I do. Back this way. No, it's just a bubble.
Very common for rotary engines in particular to have blow-by where gasoline actually goes into the oil. And so on like high horsepower rotaries, you end up changing the oil a lot because of gas. Look at how light that is. Unless they're using like zero W0. The main camera battery died, and if that was the worst problem, the PV blaster is almost full and ran out of propellant, so we're making it rain. This is all I can do. The can's gonna go in the trash otherwise, so I'm just showing Chris the right way. Okay, that was a very careless use of the word right. I hate stuck bolts. Chris and I are about to embark on the first full engine disassembly he's ever done.
This is a little. I have a little bit of
Intimidated?
anxiety. Yeah.
We're gonna go ahead and time lapse this. He's gonna work on the electronics, taking all the electronics off. I'm gonna take off the twin turbos, start working off of the transmission ultimately, and then we'll slow back down when we go to show him the rat's nest.
Oh, that
Yeah.
I want to see
Yes.
that. That sounds like
Yeah,
interesting.
he's lucky that we don't have to make it work. But you put your thumb, your whole hand's way too big. Look at how small that turbo is. So then we can do this. Okay. Do it with one hand. Boom. Go ahead and let's move it to the next one. Okay.
Did it work?
Yeah.
Yo.
There we go. Yeah.
Sweet.
Okay. There we go. We have one of the two engine mounts for the 3-rotor. Right there. Just starting to look like the rotary engine that we all know and love. We've got the transmission coming off next. The twin turbo system is going to give Christian quite a hell of a time. I got both the transmission cooler, as I found out this is, transmission cooler and oil cooler off, which that's a beefy single oil cooler. So this side's all clear, ready to go. We could pop the transmission off now, but that isn't really going to help us. It does have a knock sensor. That's kind of funny. Not very useful. Can tell you once it's already dead. There's the air conditioning condenser. There's the power steering pump. Those will start coming off. But we'll save those until we get this side of everything removed and we get the air pump removed and the transmission.
I was angry before, but I circled the drain in my mind. I can't find. Gotta let the sun go
You had to. You had to do it. Ew, 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 ew.
What is that?
Let the sun go down.
So for religious reasons, I'm unable to touch that. These guys are drinking the automatic crazy juice. Yes, good. Drop it, break it. Yeah, heavy. Weight. It's a waste of weight. Yep.
That weighs more than a 4-rotor.
Yeah. It looks like a bun cake.
Yeah, robots.
That's what takes all the fun away from everything.
Yeah.
They call that a torque converter. There's no torque.
Wow, look at that wild ass flywheel. I mean, excuse me, pressure plate. You know, things are popping here when poor Isaiah has to stop just so I can film and talk. But he's working on the semi-PP housing. We just got the engine onto the stand. This is almost everything that we want except for the twin turbo system that's gonna come off first. We're gonna start inventorying all the parts, seeing the condition of those, and then we're gonna cut right into the block itself. Taking all the rest of the stuff that we've shed, all the extra weight, that's gonna go into a box. We'll label it 13BRE and I'll hoard that for as long as Isaiah lets me. If any of you guys need 13BRE hoses that you'll never need, just let me know. The power steering bracket, and the air conditioning compressor, those are for the Corvette. Air pump, screw that, whatever.
The R1, R2 only have black interior.
Yeah. Okay, so we just cracked this thing open. So, yeah, we'll go to the next one. Slow down a little bit more. Ew, ew. It's like Swamp Thing. Okay, yep, and then one more. Okay, it's getting close. It's stop right there. Oh. Ew, it's so gross it won't even focus. So that is nasty. Front one, let's go ahead and look at all that crud. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it looks coolant seal-ish. Like 20 years ago. Just like, yeah, stop there. That apex seal looks warped or something. There's some weird stuff going on in there. Now that we've seen just pure mud coming out of the exhaust ports, we're going to do the next horrific thing, and this is more for Chris. We're going to take off the upper intake manifold and let him see the rat's nest for the first time. One of the things that I'm making sure is we do not lose these, because those are so beautiful. Especially once you clean everything else up, they just shine up. Yeah, that straight up has never been removed. Okay, here comes the moment. There you go.
Oh, that's a fucking rat's nest.
Yeah, you weren't even expecting all those.
Oh shit.
Oddly enough, that was his real reaction.
One of those creates a vacuum leak,
if
your
an-
whole world goes to trouble.
Yeah, if any of these crack under here anywhere, your entire twin turbo setup goes to shit. That's affectionately known as the rat's nest. Time to remove it all.
Goodbye, rat's nest.
Yep. Wiring, vacuum hoses. It looks like a face hugger. Entire electrical harness was saved. But there we are. A block. You can already see these are the taller ports. We always say tall Cosmo ports, 3-rotor ports. These are the same. The 13BRE has the same taller ports. Yeah, my hands look like this, so my rotaries can look like that. God, that's so gross. This engine's really gross.
The oil coming out of here is just not a pretty sight.
The oil
that does not give me.
Yeah. Oh, wait till you see us spinning it over. This isn't an air pump. This is an oil pump. So we're gonna go ahead and drain the oil now. Take the oil pan off. Continue breaking it down into the shortest of short blocks.
Ugh.